Hello, I am Lori Jacobs of Hardworking Mom, and tonight we're going to be doing something really fun. Sorry, I got thirsty at the last second. So tonight we're going to be making this awesome truck. Don't you love this? I absolutely love this. So I found this at Carolina Pottery the other day. And happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. So I thought it would be really fun to do something with this because it's just fun. It's pretty, right? I mean, I hardly ever see something like this where it has like a pink truck. So I thought it would be lots of fun. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So, y'all, I am running behind. So, have not cut all of my tails yet. So we'll do some of that. But I wanted to get everything rolling. Let's see. There it is. Okay. So tonight we're going to use something slightly different. This is a 14-inch work wreath, and so it has 10 on the bottom and 6 on the top. So it is a little bit different. Okay, and I want you to see that it still comes out with the gorgeous big full wreath. And we're going to be using two very similar but different mesh. So this one's kind of like a plaid. It's the burlap in off-white color. This one is more like a stripe. Okay, they're both cut at 30 inches. So we're going to be doing ruffles, and then we're going to take a little bit of this pink burlap, isn't that pretty? And we're going to make some curls. And we're going to do something a little bit different. Because sometimes a little bit different is good, right? So we'll be needing our bow dabber today. All right. So first things first, I will show you the ribbons. Okay. So I've showed you the mesh. Let's look at the ribbons. Oh, and this is a gold work wreath, and I wanted to show you this because just like last year, around this time, people are running out of work frames. So I want you to see that you can use ones that are a little bit different and still come out with a really pretty look, okay? All right, so here's our ribbons. Yeah, look at that. Love it, love it, love it. And then I have, so I'm trying to stick with kind of the burlap theme. We have this one. See, and if you look, it has the same colors as a truck, okay? And we are going to throw in a little bit of something different, but look at this one. Oh, this is my new favorite this year. Isn't that pretty? I love, 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 love it. And then we have the burlap with the white polka dots, okay? So I've cut some. All right, so we're gonna cut a little bit more and then we'll get started. Okay. Woo, see, it's already warm in here. So, let me get zoomed in here and we'll get going. So, I just pull it out. I want 30 inches. So this is 36. So I go down to the 6 and there we are. We got 30 inches. So that's all I did. I have it on my mesh roller. And when I'm doing 2, I will put them and roll them out together like this. It just makes it a lot faster than having to cut it all the way across. For me, it seems a lot faster. So I got that done. All right, so we're ready with those. And then these we'll be cutting some more of, but they are cut at 10 inches. So when we get to that part, we'll be cutting a few more of those. But right now, let's get rolling with our wreath. Okay, so the first thing I like to do is open all the ties up on the bottom because it just makes it faster. Okay. And if I don't respond, don't think I'm ignoring you. I promise I'm not. I'm just going to wait till the end to answer questions. That way, when you come back and watch it later, you don't have to listen to me talking. All right. So I just take the first piece, and I'm going to alternate them. I just lay it flat. Remember, if you're having trouble, put something heavy on the other end, okay? And then you just put your fingers down here with your hands splayed and just go right up the center, okay? And this is Deco mesh right here. This one is Deco mesh, but it has a little bit of jute in it, okay? So then we just put it down, that, tie it one good time. Okay, and then we'll go to the next one. Lay it down and go straight up the center. So see, this one has Deco mesh with jute ribbon running through it. So they're both slightly different, but they definitely work with our colors. All right, so I put it down, and then I fluff these two out against each other, just like that. It's going to be a subtle difference because the colors are so similar, but you know what? Sometimes you might have two different mesh and they have similar colors and they work, and you hesitate to use them because they're different. Don't hesitate. It's totally fine to mix and match them. And that's what we're doing. If you're frozen, go out and come back in because it's fine on my side. Yep, it's perfect on my side. Okay. It could be where you are, or it could just be whatever server you're on. Just go out and come back in. Alrighty. So we just keep doing this over and over. We just put it down. Okay, so just ruffle it up against the last one, like that. I hear my boys and they're having fun. Right up the center. Okay. There we go. Fluff it out. That. See, and even though this is not very thick, you can see right through it. When you ruffle it up, you really can't tell. Okay, so don't worry when you start out if it looks really thin, because you're going to be putting ribbon on it and all kinds of good stuff. There we go. It's good to just learn to use different types of mesh together, even though they're so similar, because this time of year supplies can get kind of thin. So it's great just to know that you can, they don't have to be exactly the same. As long as they blend, That's all you need. Okay. Here we go. Just fluff it up. You see how pretty it is when you fluff it up? Okay. Right up the center. All right. Oh, and Mari is going to be posting the link to the channel we are suggesting tonight, and it is Down Home Crafty Things. She was on my channel on Facebook on Saturday night. She likes to use those Unique in the Creek boards, and she made a gorgeous sunflower. It was really pretty. I think I might have to try one of those out now. I thought it took forever to make those, but she made it really fast, so I can do that. All right. So make sure you check her out. She is very close to getting 100. So if y'all don't know, if you have a YouTube channel, it's really important that you get to 100 so that you can get a custom URL. And what that does for you is it allows you to be searchable on YouTube. Before then, really hard for people to find you unless they have your link. So, and just so you know, I am alternating the two different types of mesh. So I'm going plaid, stripe, plaid, stripe, plaid, stripe, plaid, stripe. Okay? All right, so this is the last tie. And on this last tie, I will put it down and then I will fluff it on both sides. Okay? So, I just pull it out like that. And like this. See how pretty that is? All right, so now on the inside, we're going to open those ties up. And so remember, the difference here is that it has 2 less ties. It's still going to be a really pretty wreath, but it doesn't use as much mesh, and it doesn't use as much ribbon. All right. Okay. So, okay, I see you said fairy wreath mother. That is so funny. Okay, here we go. And very sweet, thank you. All right. Okay. Right up the center again. So did y'all watch my tip this week? Thought it was a goodie. Just make sure you have goals and you stick to them. All right, here we go. So we fluff it out on top. We also make sure that the bottom does not get squashed, because a lot of times this bottom part will get stuck under the top. So you just want to make sure that you check it and make sure it's not squashing the bottom down. All right. All right, here we go. All right. This is my very favorite method. What's y'all's favorite method? for wreath making. And if you haven't tried one before, tell me what method you think you're going to try first. I like this one because it's so nice and full. And I just like the ruffles. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. I see different responses. I see ruffles. I see poof with ruffle. Okay. There we go. So remember to check that bottom. Make sure it doesn't get caught, because it will. And it helps that top one to really ruffle up if that bottom one isn't squashed down. So if you see a place where it doesn't look like it's standing up very well, go back and check and make sure the bottom ruffle did not get squashed, because it happens. Is there a way to get 3 rows of colors? You could. So if you did, someone asked if you could do 3 rows of colors with the ruffle. And you can if you get, like if you take one of the wreath bases that has 3 levels on it and you make your own wreath base, you certainly could get 3 different layers. Now they're kind of squash in on each other a little bit, but you could get 3. You could also take 3 colors and just alternate them. Okay. All right. So we're going to cut this one. I haven't cut it yet. So I'm going to take my perfect tail board, and this is the 12-inch, and I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then I'll trim it off. I can slip my board out. Okay. The reason I like this is because I get a perfect 12 inches. Now when I was using my cardboard, and you know I love my cardboard, but I was having a problem with the last one, the first one being exactly right, and then like the 5th one just wasn't quite right. So having the perfect tail board, it just really keeps it at the right, correct measurement. So love, love, love my perfect tail board. I tell you what else, you can use this to do things with tulle too. If you ever do tulle wreaths and you have to wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and cut, you can use these things too. All right. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bring out our little Mr. Bodabra. Okay. And we're going to do something different on the bottom and something different on the top, because I just think it's going to be fun. All right, so I'm going to put Okay, I'm going to take one of these. Actually, we're going to take two, and we're going to roll it up. So 1, 2. You could also just do 1. Put it in the Bodabra. Then we're going to take our ribbon like this. Get the center, pinch it, pull it over. You know, you want to make your little birdie wings. Okay, and then we're going to pull all of it out at the same time. Ta-ta-ta. And put it in on the bottom together. It just makes it so much faster. All right, so all at one time. I'm gonna tie it 3 times. I'm gonna move my little curls, and then I'm gonna stretch out my ribbon. Okay? So then you don't have to go back in more than 1 time. Okay, we're just gonna go on 1 time. All right, so back to the Bodabra. So 2. And we're definitely gonna have to cut more of these. I just wanted to get a couple cut. So I'm just curling it up, put it in. You can just curl it just like this. Doesn't have to be tight curls. And then I'm gonna take my ribbon, fold it in half, get that nice little pinch. Make sure you pull them tight. You want that little curl at the end. All right, put it down together. This is a time saver. It just really helps save time. You don't have to go in it multiple times. You do this, and then you're done. You just have to kind of straighten it out a little. So I kind of pull my little curls up, okay, and I pull my little tails out like that. There we go. See that? All right, so we're just gonna keep doing this. We're gonna do something different on the top. Okay, so 10-inch curls. Just curl it up. Toss it in there. Okay. So what we're doing is we're adding in that splash of pink that's in the sign, that's in the truck. And we're doing it all at one time so that we can save time. Because we don't want to have to do going in and out of ties multiple times. It's inefficient. And it's better for your mesh if you are in and out of these ties as little times as possible. Because remember, the more you touch mesh, the more it frays. So, with that in mind, do it all at one time. Okay? There we go. We're only going to put the curls on the bottom. We're not going to put them on the top. On the top, we're going to do something different. Okay? Okay. Alrighty. So how many of you do it this way now? Because I know there are some in here that do it this way now. We're going to do something similar up top. Okay. we go. Alright, so we're going to have to cut some more. So let's put this back here. I don't even know where Bella is. Bella! Alright, so every 10 inches. She must be downstairs. She's probably downstairs with my dad. Or she's sitting at the top of the stairs. Okay. So this is a great way to add in color without having to overpower it. Ah! Yes, apparently English is not my first language today. Okay, so let's keep going. All right. So everybody wearing green today? For St. Patty's Day. Okay. Okay. So one all together. Yeah, I want pink in this, but I don't want it to overpower it. I want to see a lot of the tan and white because that is also in the sign, and I want to pull those colors out too. So that's why we're only putting a little bit, splash of the pink in here. So that way we can get the color in there, but we don't have to overpower it, because then the sign wouldn't stand out. So if we overpowered it, that sign wouldn't stand out. So we want the sign to stand out, because that's the best part. Okay. All right, so I do my 2 curls, get my ribbon, get my little birdie wings, pull the whole thing out, and put it down. Okay. Just pull those little curls up. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Lots of uses for the Bodabra. This is one of my favorite things to do with my Bodabra. Don't y'all love that ribbon? Oh my gosh, I am just like, oh, I love it so much. I think that's going to be the ribbon I'm going to hoard this year. Okay. I bet you by the time I get back over there, it'll be all gone. So, I'll have to enjoy the little bit that I have. Okay, so we're getting close. Alrighty. And of course, there it went off my table. Y'all know I always have to drop something off my table. It hasn't been a real live until I've dropped something off my table. Y'all, when I was live the other day, I dropped my Easy Bow Maker in the trash can. And I almost forgot to go get it. That would have been really bad. There we go. And y'all, Carolina Pottery does have an online store. So if you're looking for this truck sign, I would definitely check online. They have stores in several places in South Carolina, North Carolina. They have one in Georgia. So they have adorable, adorable stuff. They always have really good signs. That's one of the things that I really like, is that they have great signs. Okay. Let's see how many we have left. 1, 2. Okay, so we'll have to cut a couple more, but let's get through this one and we'll do it. Okay. Sorry, I have to fix my little bow dabber real quick. There it goes. Okay, let's fix that. It has a weird little edge. So, okay. She's downstairs? What? Bella! Come here, girl. Come on. Come on. That's a good girl. Her blanket's not in here. She doesn't like it. I'll grab it. Okay. Here we go. She is picking my little baby. Stay right there, girl. Okay, here you go. Okay, come on. See there, what did I tell you? Her little blanket wasn't there. She can't lay there without her blanket. Sweet girl. Okay. So let's cut the other two that we need. And then we'll be good to go. Alright, so let's see. Okay. This is our last two. Hey, you know what? It is fine to use the cardboard tube to make your curls. Y'all know I've showed you this before. You just take your little tube and you just curl it up, slide it out, and there you go. There's your curl. And that's fine to do. There is no shame in, ooh, I'm sorry. There is no shame in using that at all. Oh, baby girl. Yeah. I think she was anticipating I might be using the stapler. Because guess what? We are. But let's not tell her until it gets here. Okay. All right. So this is the last one on the bottom. All right. Let's pull up our little curls so you can see them. There we go. You see how cute that is? Now look. Ah, you see? See, that accents it, but it doesn't take over. Because boy, it could take over in a heartbeat. Couldn't it? All right, so on the top is what we're gonna do. All right, I'm gonna open you up a little bit. Make sure you say hi to Bella, because when we get to the stapler, she'll take off. All right, so we have 6 on the top. So we need 3 of each of these. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. This is what we're going to do. So this is the reason I pulled you up a little bit. On the top, we're going to take our 2 ribbons. Okay. We're going to fold it, get our pinch, make our little birdie. Woot, woot. All right. Then we're going to put a little mini bow on top. So I know people are struggling with this mini bow, so we're going to go through it again. All right, so we measure out 22 inches. All right, trim it off. Yeah, she did. Okay, so I'm going to get 3 of them. I've made 3. Now I'm going to cut 3. We're going to do 3 together. All right, so I'll take these. I always like to do my dovetail. It just gives it a more professional look. And the most important thing about those is to remember to cut away from yourself. Because if you cut towards yourself, you end up with that weird point. All right, here we go. Take it, fold it over. Okay. You're going to get a crease at the top, just like that. Then you fold it again. Now you do not have to, the tails do not have to come all the way down. It can go like this. So I have it about 3/4 of the way down. Pinch. Okay, open it up. You want to get a little pinch at the bottom. Now here's the trick. You take this piece at the bottom, you go on this side. This one goes on this side. So do you see what I did? They are on opposite sides. You see that? So if you look in the back, they're crisscrossed, okay? Very important that they're crisscrossed. And so I think that's where people are struggling. If you don't crisscross them, then it's not going to work, because what's going to happen is you're going to go to put it together and these flaps are going to come off. All right, then you take this middle piece and you just pull it down. Pinch. That's it. That's your mini bow. All right. So then we're going to take this whole thing with our 2 tails. We're going to come up here and we're going to tie it on. Okay. And then we're going to pull our tails out front, and the reason we're doing that is because that sign's pretty big. And then we have our little mini bow on top. Then you can take these and just kind of push them underneath like that. Okay, so can you see that? All right, so let's do it again. Center, get that pinch, go down about 3/4 of the way, pinch again. All you're doing is getting those creases so you know where to do your bunches. Bunch, okay, this one that way, this one this way. So crisscross. Crisscross applesauce, like they used to say in school. Take this piece, pull the center down, and you're just going to pinch right in the middle, like that. Okay, so we'll grab our next 2 ribbons. I'm going to set this guy right there. Okay, pinch, do our little wings, grab our little bow. If you put it all in together, then you don't have to put the tie around it, but you can. It's really up to you whether you want to do that or not. All right, then we're going to go and we're going to tie the whole thing down together, and I'm going to stick those on the other side. Pull these out front. Okay. All right, and then we have our little mini bow. So this is going to bring in a little bit of the purple color from this ribbon. Okay, so one more time. Wait, let's put our ribbons in first. Okay. All right, like that. Put it down. All right, so we pinch the top. We're going to go about 3/4 of the way down, pinch again. Okay, get our little tie thing, and then this one is going to go to that side and this one to this side. So you see they're on opposite sides of where they started. Then we take this piece and we just push it straight down and tie it in the circle like that. So you see that? All right, put it all together and put it down. So I made a couple earlier on Bow Sunday because a couple members of my group were struggling with it. So we have a few made. But I thought I would go through that kind of detailed again because I figured if they were struggling with it, y'all were probably struggling with it too. So see, I have 3 made. So we're still going to do the exact same process. We're going to take our ribbons. We're going to get them ready, just like that. I'm going to take this, put it on top. It's like a 2-for-1, right? You're just saving yourself time of having to go back in and do it later. So you just go ahead and do it all at the same time. Okay? Like that. I love these little mini bows. And this is Lavender. Mari looked up the name, but I can't remember what it was. But it's like little lavender on this bow. Isn't that cute? All right. Let me zoom back in a little bit. Okay. Okay, since we already have these made, I will just grab it and put them down together. Otherwise, I'd be using my bow dabber, okay? I'm still tying it off and then tucking that around the back. I'll pull out my ribbons. Now, if my sign wasn't so large, I would crisscross my ribbons, but the sign is really large, so I'm not going to do that. Whoop. Where's the other? Oh, there it is. Ha! I was wondering where it was. It was hiding on the bottom. There we go. Okay, last one. Then we can work on our sign. Okay. So hopefully that will help you with making the mini bows. Amanda Hazy has another way to make it too. She has a Facebook channel, page. I want to say channel, it's page. Hazy's Heart and Home. So you can go check her out. She has another way to make these little mini bows. Because you never know which one of the ways is going to resonate with you, and that's the way you want to do. Right? Okay. so we got the basics done. So what we thinking? Isn't that cute with the little mini bows and then the little curls on the bottom? I like it. So then we put this in and we have all kinds of flowers to surround it. That's why I like this one with the little lavender on it. Okay, so now let's figure out how we're going to attach our lovely side, because this is always the most fun part, right? So this one, oh, and here I can give y'all the number in case you want to look it up. Where's my glasses? What do I do with my glasses? There they are. All right, here we go. Okay, the number on this is HH hashtag 29765. Let's see if you can see it. That's it. Okay, it was $7 and they had a 20% off thing, so it was awesome. It's awesome, it's awesome, I love it. All right, now let's grab a couple pipe cleaners. I think we will use pipe cleaners to put this one in, because see, it has this little board here. Yep, this little board is like right in the middle of where the ties are, okay? So this makes a perfect place to put my staples. So I don't need to put anything on it because that's nice and thick. You see that? All right, y'all want to say bye to Bella? Hi, baby girl. You'll be good, okay? All right. Because once this comes out, she's gonna run. Mini bows are cut at 22 inches. All right, so I just get the center of the pipe cleaner. All right, and I'm going to staple it I wasn't on there good. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna staple it right on here. I told y'all she'd go a-running. Okay. It works better if it has a flat surface. There we go. Okay, I like to usually do 2. I just like that extra security. Okay, and then I'll just find the center and tie it around. Now sometimes when they have these little hanging pieces, you can run wire through there, but that's really tight. So I don't think that's gonna work. All right, so let's do this one. Sometimes these things just don't like to behave. There we go. All right. So I got that one. Let's do this one. I know it's loud. Sorry about that. Staples do a lot better if you have a nice flat surface. So you always want to have... Am I out? Nope, I'm not out. Okay. So the flatter surface you get, the better it'll do. Why is it not working? There we go. Okay. I wasn't holding my mouth right. It happens. All right. There we go. All right. Okay, Bella, I'm all done. You can come back, baby. All right, so we got them in. Now, so these are right exactly where these cross pieces are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my mesh aside a little bit, and I'm going to go down to the frame, and I'm going to tie it down. Okay, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to go across where all this pretty ribbon is and tie it across here, because it'll smash all this prettiness down, and I don't want it to do that. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. All I'm doing, so you can see from the back, all I'm doing is pushing this aside. I'm grabbing the tie, okay, and I'm going right to the frame like that, okay? See, that way you don't ruin your ribbons and stuff. Okay, there we go. And the mesh will kind of help hold this little sign up, okay, like that. All right, now you're always going to have to go back and mess with your ribbons. Okay. All right, so right here. I'm just looking for an opening. Okay. Then I tie it down. Okay. Last one. Okay. So I'm bypassing the ribbon and the mesh because I don't want to mess with either. There we go. So you see? And there it is. And now all we have to do is kind of straighten out our ribbons a little bit. Fluff our little mini bows back up. And this is why we pulled our ribbons out this way, because I knew that this sign was so big it was going to kind of squash things. All right. So we just have to kind of straighten them back out. They get squashed when you're messing with all the little ties and stuff. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Let me pull you up. And there we have it. We have our pink truck. See, so we have little bows on the side, and then we have our little curls on the bottom. So you can see how you still kind of, the sign still pops out, because there's a lot more of the tan and white up top, and the pink on the bottom just kind of ties in with what's in the center. See, if I had done the pink on the top, this truck would blend in a lot more, and it just wouldn't be, it just wouldn't pop as much. So, isn't that pretty? I like it. Y'all like it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So how are y'all doing tonight? Oh, thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. I'm so glad y'all like it. I like it. I've been dying to use this ribbon. Ooh, I'm gonna have to find something else and use it again. Huh. Thank you. Absolutely, I have made a wreath with the styrofoam ring. I have a couple videos on it. I did one with tulips, and I think there was something else. Oh, the boxwood. I did boxwood with it, and I did tulips. So, yep, for sure, check those. They would be in the, they should probably be in the summer spring collection videos. Thank you. So do y'all have any questions? Did that help with the mini bows to see it a little bit closer? Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. Is Charlie on here tonight? And I think I saw Pramila earlier. Thank you. This pink mesh came from Craft Outlet, I believe. See, it's the pink with the jute in it. And you know I'll save all this because I'll be using it in something else. Y'all, it gets hot in here. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, thank you. The page that we were looking at tonight is Down Home Crafty Things. Her name is Debbie Saltzman. She was the one who was on my Facebook page on Saturday night. I don't know what I did with my pins. I mean, they're probably sitting right in front of me and I just don't see them. I'll find them. I was going to pin my little ribbons back up. The boys are on spring break this week. I'm so excited. I'm going to spend this time and I'm going to get organized. And thank you. I'm so glad you like it. I love using jute mesh. I do. It is so nice and it holds its shape really well. That's why I like it. So I'm going to get organized and I'm going to get lots of stuff listed in my shop. I have new ribbon and I haven't had time to list it. And I'm going to be listing some 50-yard rolls. So I'm also listing the kit. So you know the new kit with the watermelon is going to be listed. I'm listing it all this week. And like the last 15 wreaths I've made. Because y'all, I'm so bad. I haven't listed them. So I'm going to get all that listed. So. Good night, Charlie. Thank you. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad that helped you. Anyone can order from Craft Outlet. So if you don't have a wholesale license, let's talk about some of the great places to order from. There is Craft Outlet, Trendy Tree, the Wreath Shop, General Wholesale, and I'm forgetting one. Who is it? Huh. Oh, Deco Exchange. Sorry, I just kind of blew out of my mind. That's Carson. He's very excited. So all those are great places. I did not do a kit for this one just because it's too hard to find some of this mesh. But I do have a new kit coming out this week. So, and we are going to do little bows with the new kit. I'm excited. No problem, Carol. It'll be out here. So how would I price at craft fairs? Okay. So when you are starting out with wreaths, it's always best to at least, at a minimum, double what it cost you. Okay? But you have to kind of see what your market is. And what happens is when you make wreaths, and let's say you make a bunch of wreaths and you put them in your shop or you take them to a craft store and you sell out like that. Well, guess what? You need to increase your price because that means that the market is now demanding more, which means you increase your price. So then you would go to 3 times and then you would just keep increasing it until it slowed down a little bit. And then you might want to pull back just a tiny bit and keep it there. For a craft fair, a great idea is to take 50 per day, 50 items. So if that's 50 wreaths, 50 bows, 50 signs, 50 cups, whatever, it's a really good idea to have at a minimum 50 items per day. The mesh says 21. What do you want me to place on the YouTube channel? So, oh yeah, so the description in here is wrong, but don't worry, I'll get it changed. It's because I was running late. I got the picture right, I got the description right, but the mesh is all wrong. So don't worry, we'll get it all straightened out. Thank you. Okay, what was the question? Something about the Dollar Tree wreath? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Yep. Our new cubby that we need to do subs to is Down Home Crafty Things. It's Debbie Saltzman. So, yeah. So don't forget, I have a design group where I teach lots of stuff in there, and we do two things a week. So we do Bow Sunday, which isn't always bows. Sometimes it's, we actually did a project with one of these today, and we did the, I'll have to post a picture, but we did a bow, and we did the greenery, so it was like the carrot, except it's rosebuds. And then on Mondays, we do a live and we do a project. And then, of course, my business group is the Success Path, and that's the cubbies. That's what we're talking about. And we do monthly training, and we do twice weekly Zoom calls. So those are so much fun. Thank you for subbing to her. Y'all are the bomb. Yay! Where's the bell? Okay. Bell for Debbie. Awesome, awesome. No, the microphone, so Jane, the microphone is, I have the microphone in my iPad, so my iPad's right here in front of my face, and so that's how I have mine set. It does have a microphone on it, the Mevo does, but you can decide whether you want it on the Mevo or whether you want it on your phone or iPad, whatever you're controlling it with. Yay! Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, well, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Okay, the mesh holder is from Susie Brown. It's At Home with Susie. And Mari can send you out a link for that. Okay, so whenever, this is the thing, right? If you want to know when I'm listing new products or when I'm listing kits, or if you want links to my groups, then make sure you subscribe, click the bell icon, because we post all of that in a community page that is on my channel. And if you click the bell icon, it will notify you when we post new things. That way you will be the first one to know about the kits, because they go really fast, about 24 hours and they're gone. So that way you can find out about those. You always get a picture of what we're going to do before we go live. So there's a lot of really good things inside the community page. Don't worry, this is what we made. Isn't it pretty? It turned out really pretty. All right. All right, well, y'all have a wonderful night. 50 a day. So Angie, if you're doing a craft fair, you want 50 items per day. It doesn't have to be wreaths. So let's say you take 30 wreaths and you take 5 centerpieces and you take 3 swags and you take so many bows. Okay? So you just want 50 items. Alright? Oh my goodness. I understand. Homework's got to come first. Alright. Well, you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I will be here on Wednesday. But look in the next day or so in the community page, because we will let you know as soon as I post some of the ribbon and the new kit. Alright. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. So the group is, we have 2 different times. So we have, on Tuesdays we do 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Sundays we do 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we do that for people who work, so that they also have an opportunity. You can do both or one. And of course we record everything and you can watch it later. And then of course we have our Facebook page. And the training is actually on Teachable or Vimeo, whichever one you like. It's on the same on both. Alright. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. And I will see you in just a few days. This sign, I don't know how big this sign is. Do I have my little measuring thing out here? Let's see. It's like 12 by 8. It's 12 by 8. Awesome. Absolutely, I would take Easter. I'm going to tell you what's funny is I've sold Christmas wreaths recently, so you just never know. They'll sell all year. All right, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you in a couple days. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.